So this video today is how the expression or talent number 9, some people call it a destiny number, but how your expression number 9 or destiny number 9 supports the development needs of your life path 11-2. Now I'm doing this particularly for one of my lovely subscribers. For anybody that is a life path 11-2 or master expression number 9 should find this video really useful. So what I've done here is I've broken down the life path 11-2, which is your development needs. So this is where you struggle. This is what you've got to develop for this lifetime. And I've broken down the elements of the master life path 11-2 and put each element beside the possible strength or weakness that comes from your expression number 9. Because remember, your expression number 9 is here solely to support your life path 11-2. So I'm going to show you how the elements of your life path 11-2 can be supported by the expression 9. When you're a life path 11-2 and an expression 9, these two numbers go together quite well. So there are other expression numbers which don't go so well with the life path. It depends on what sort of person you are and what are the big things you're here to achieve. So if you're an expression number 9, you're going to find it a little bit easier to achieve your life path because a lot of the skills you need are already there in your expression 9. But remember, your life path is what you're developing towards, and you're using the skills of your expression number to support your life path number. So stop gabbling and let's get going. So your life path 11-2 is your developmental need. So you're here to learn, to lead people towards the fruition of your ideas. You're here to learn, to channel creative, groundbreaking, innovative, unique new ideas to this world and messages, but not just like for the one life path, not just to change your general area or the group you're with or your school you go to or the place you work. The Master 11-2 is a big job. You're here to bring innovative ideas and messages that change the world. It's a very big job and a very, very intense energy. But the talent you brought to help you to achieve your 11-2 life path is your intuitive wisdom, the strong talent of intuition that you had that brings you amazing integrity and the ability to persuade others and encourage them to follow you. Now this skill can be really useful to help you achieve your 11-2, as I'm about to show you now, in about 19 or 20 different little elements. I like detail, as you may already know. So life path 11. So remember, the blue column is what you're here to achieve, what develop towards. So as a life path 11, you're here to do a big job. You're an old soul. So you decided with your spirit guide, but because you're an old soul, you wanted to develop towards your master energies. So you have higher potential. You're closer to the spirit world. You're more perceptive and empathic than a normal numerology life path. So the 11, the 22 and the 33 are the higher vibrational, older soul life paths, and they're very, very difficult. You're here to learn to connect with source energy and channel unique new ideas and messages that change the world, but change the world in a good way, because you have a big, big responsibility in this lifetime to change the world. And remember, this is going to be difficult. This is something you're developing towards. And what I'm talking about today is how maybe you can use your expression 9 talent to help support you in each element of your life path. So you need to develop your massive intuitive potential. It's what your life path 11 needs you to do. But the 11 and the 1 often stop themselves from achieving what they need to in this lifetime due to low confidence. And the 1 and the 11 especially are prone to this. Remember, these are all difficulties that you're here to overcome. But how can you use your expression 9 to overcome them? Your 9 expression talent means you're already quite very spiritual. It's a very highly developed expression number to have. You already live by faith and intuition and spiritual wisdom more than worldly knowledge and ideals. You're already you have that talent to be highly intuitive, and you live by following that inner voice inside you because you trust it. And you can support your life path 11 too by using this skill to help you have the confidence and the ability and the intuition to channel those ideas and messages from source to inspire, guide and develop others. And you also have, as a potential in the expression 9, a confidence and an inner knowing that whatever people say, you're doing the right thing. So it's really important that you use your expression 9 energy to take information from source and know that the work you do is good, and not to allow low confidence to stop you. Use the expression 9's highly intuitive, brave ability to surge forward with your ideas. Remember, you're here to do something really important. If you're a life path 11 too, use that 9 talent to help you. Again, you're here to learn to be the ideas person, but you struggle to bring your unique ideas in the 11 energy because you've got ideas pounding you all the time. So you lose energy quickly after ideas come to you because there's new ideas already hitting you sometimes, especially if you haven't learned yet to control the intense energy that hits you daily. You're very much the idealistic dreamer. Your ideas are often not grounded in reality. So it's important that all those dreamy ideas you bring are sorted into wherever they're possible to grow legs in the world, to be used in the world, messages that are going to be useful for others. And if you use that intuitive wisdom of the 9 and channel those messages from source for your life path 11, that will make that a lot easier for you. So your expression 9 talent can already channel ideas. You already have that spiritual ability. You trust your intuition. You're connected to your soul, very much so. And your life path 11 means you may struggle to follow through with your ideas, but if you use your 9 energy, really focus on that 9 energy, because your life is your teaching when it comes to the 9 energy. So it's not necessarily ideas that you allow to just fly by you. You make them your life. And your 9 energy is very much about taking things forward to the end and completing them, tying up the loose ends and getting things done. Use this talent to keep you focused on your ideas long enough to express those unique, life-changing, world-changing ideas to the world. So you're here to learn to be confident in your uniqueness. Remember, you're here to bring something new. You're not here to bring something run-of-the-mill that people know about. You're meant to be challenging people's comfort zones a little bit. So when you're bringing something so different, to crave validation and approval from others is often going to block your path, because a lot of people don't fare well with new ideas. They either don't like change at all, or it takes them some time to come to terms with especially unique ideas they've never heard of before. So to help progress your really important life path, Master 11, you need to stop looking to others for validation. And, you know, if somebody says that's weird or that won't work, not to let that stop you. You know, there's more than one person to ask. Go to people you trust. And to be honest, the more people that say that's weird, the better, because that means you're really unique and you're being groundbreaking. So your life path 11 too, you know, you're here to be unique, right? But your life path 11 too might make you feel different from other people because you're a master energy, but you're meant to be different and unique. So your 9 talent energy means you don't really need or crave feedback from others. You have that potential to be able to walk away from that intense need from feedback from others, to have your own inner ability to know you're doing the right thing or know the idea is good without having people saying yay or nay. So to support your life path 11 too, use your innate courage and ability to take risks in the expression 9, trusting your own intuitive wisdom when you're bringing your own unique ideas, not other people's opinions. It's really important to help you achieve your life path that you don't allow your intuitive, brand new ideas to be stopped due to other people's opinions and low confidence. That's what you really fight against when you're a life path 11 expression 9. You need to bring those unique new ideas. They need to break barriers. They need to challenge others. And when people's comfort zones are challenged, they can get a little bit uppity. They might even be quite nasty to you. They might even try and downplay you, or they might just straight walk away and not want anything to do with you. That's just at its worst. You might have people saying, your ideas suck, man. It's not going to do anything. You'll get all sorts from people. And you've got to be brave through that and confident and willing to take risks. Nothing supports your life path 11-2, but like the 9. You know, you support your life path 11-2 by acting by faith in the 9 energy. If it feels right deep in the expression 9 soul, then you're confident to go ahead. But if your inner voice says no, you won't budge. That's one of the many strengths of the expression number 9, is your inner compass and your ability to go, no, I'm going down the right track. I don't need you to say yay or nay. I'm going to do it anyway. You have the ability and the power in the 9 expression to act when needed, but only if you agree with that action. But agree with that action through your intuition. Does your intuition feel it's right? If it doesn't, don't do it. But if you feel it's right, don't let others fighting you, or, you know, challenging people's comfort zones is a difficult thing to do. So you might get a bit of trouble from that, but it's important to achieve your life path 11 that you fight past that, but appropriately, because you can be quite a passionate little thing. Expression number 9 energy is extremely passionate. But your life path number 11 energy is very sensitive. Anyway, we'll get onto that in a moment. So your life path 11 energy has really got a big job to do. It needs you to be a practical initiator, like a real double 1 energy initiator, action orientated, learning by experience. You know, because at the end of the day, even though you're an amazing planner, or the potential to be an amazing planner in the 11, you know that only action really matters. Your 9 energy, the expression energy that you brought to help you to be that initiator and doer, is, well, I guess the energy can both, yeah, you know, I struggled a little bit with this one, because the 9 energy, it can be both energetic but also quite lazy, depending on how they feel about what they're being asked to do, depending on the job at hand. So if you're in your expression 9 energy, you've got a very global consciousness. You like to help people, sometimes a bit too much, but we'll get to that. And if you're helping vulnerable people, you're tireless in your energy and support and protection. And this aids your life path 11 too, because that's what you're here to do, help people. But take care not to overdo it. The 9 energy can be, because they're so wise, because people follow you without question, because they sense how wise you are, and because you're such a natural leader, you can sometimes be a bit of a fixer, take over a bit too much, disrespect others' path and tell them what they need to be doing and making them dependent on you. That's not what you want to be doing in your talent. You want to be helping others to help themselves. So your initiation, your action is going to be very much helping people, speaking to people, inspiring people, doing practical things to help people that need it. That's the energy of the expression 9. So you can support your 11 too by channeling that talent in the 9 into your practical initiation and ideas and action, and really make those 2 numbers work for you. So you need to channel your advanced, intense master energy into initiation and action. Unchanneled or mismanaged energy can cause intense nervous energy and anxiety. Now, what I mean here is when you're a master energy 11-2, the energy that you receive from the universe is immense, overly immense. And when it's hitting you and you haven't really learned to control that energy, it will be hard for you to channel that energy into healthy channels, which is what you need to do in any life path, but especially the 11-2. And if you're not managing your energy well, this energy can really affect you, cause you to be quite full of anxiety and nervous tension. So your master life path 11 energy needs to be handled, and it needs to be channeled bravely. But this energy can end up not being channeled often at times, and there's many ways that can be stopped. Low confidence is just one of those reasons. And it is going to be the biggest, actually, low confidence. But your 9 talent energy, you know, that's going to give you the ability to be a bit more brave, more courageous, more assertive, more of a powerful risk taker, because you're led by your intuitive wisdom. You will act when your intuition guides you, and you have that inner compass to know that. So to support your life path, to channel that massive energy bravely, channel that massive energy of ideas and messages to challenge and change others, and be brave and strong about it. You're here to do a big job. Do that big job bravely. Your expression 9 talent will really give you the courage and ability to take risks, to really step forward and surge ahead. So you're here to learn to be independent as well. But with the 11, you can sort of tilt a little bit too much and push others away. You don't want to be so independent that you push others away, refuse to delegate, or refuse to give your relationships the time and energy that they need, because the 11-2 can struggle in relationships quite a lot. You know, you can't do everything alone. The 11-2 needs to understand that total independence is actually an illusion. We're all interconnected on each other, and we need to have that balance between the two. So your life path 11-2 needs you to have a balanced attitude to independence, to know when to do things yourself and know when to bring other people in to help you achieve that, because, you know, that is totally necessary. So you need to be inherent. You have the talent in the expression number 9 to be independent. The 9 doesn't like being independent. They certainly don't like being told what to do. In effect, really, the 9 is sometimes prone to make other people dependent on them because of the amount they help them and meddle a bit too much, like the 6 does a bit. So you need to use your expression 9 talent to be independent, which is already there. But also realise, to support your 11-2, our inherent interconnectivity and dependence on each other. So your expression 9 talent energy to support your life path 11-2 provides you with excellent socio-communication skills to persuade and influence, to help you, but also independence to go your own way. So you're able to pull people in when you need them, but also you have the strength, ability, and the know-how to go your own way when needed. But we need, you know, that life path 11s often struggle to balance the two. So use your skills, your social skills in the 9 energy to ensure that you're always giving people a good part of your life. You know, it's not just about your uniqueness, which is vital, but you need to be able to also manage your relationships too, which is something in a life path 11-2 you might find quite difficult to do, but you have the talent in the 9 to counteract that and to transcend that difficulty. That's what that talent energy is here for anyway. So you need to be determined to develop, to succeed. Remember, you're here to do a big job, and it involves changing the world with your innovative ideas and with your messages. You know, the skills you've learned and mastered, you know, they often serve as a security blanket for you for when you're feeling insecure. And your 9 talent energy likes to learn, very much the ideas person, quite idealistic at times, but you're quite good at not allowing those ideals to make you judge yourself and others. You know, if you were a life path 9, you might be a little bit more stuck in your ideals and find that a bit difficult. But because you're an expression 9, you're idealistic, but you don't let that, you know, cause bad feeling. You're concerned with spiritual laws rather than worldly laws. So it's not what you learn that the talent you bring to this element of your life path is that it's not necessarily all the worldly things you learn that you can express through your 11 life path. It's what you know intuitively. It's what you channel intuitively. That's what the expression 9 is all about. So for you in the talent 9, to support your life path 11, focus on what you know intuitively as your security blanket, rather than what you learn from the world. I mean, you can use both, but it's really about that intuition for the expression 9. You know, let your intuition be that security blanket. Let your intuitive wisdom do that, because that will support your life path 11 to no end. And that's what it's here to do. So you need to learn to be a supportive, nurturing leader. Be firm and assertive, but also empathic and supportive when needed. You need that balance, you know, and you have the potential to do that. But remember, that's what you're here to develop. You must lead others to the fruition of your ideas, but with balanced personal power. And remember, balancing the tasks with building those relationships and guiding, supporting and nurturing other people. The master life paths are here to be of service. So your expression 9 talent, you know, brings you the talent and the ability to be dominant, assertive, but also compassionate and totally ethical. You know, when you're an expression 9, you do the right thing. You're channeling all your ideas from spirit, and spirit will always do the right thing, always give you good thoughts and good things that you can do to help other people. You can be both a nurturing leader and a firm, assertive leader, depending on, you know, you just got to be able to balance and know when to use the two. Others will gladly follow you because you're an expression 9. You exude power. And people follow you and do your bidding because they see you as someone that knows the answers. You can use this, you see, to help bring your unique ideas forward in the 11. So support your life path 11 too, by leading others to the fruition of your ideas, balancing that task and relationship and being able to hold teams and relationships together. Your power causes ripples. You're very, very powerful master energy, and both positive and negative. And you must remember that this great power brings great, great, great responsibility. You know, the amount of power you have, it's like, you know, you've got a massive machine gun in your hand, and it's your intentions that drive how you use that massive machine gun. You're a master energy. You have lots of power, and that power brings great responsibility. You must ensure that your intentions are good. And if you are channeling from source and using your expression 9 intuitive wisdom, that shouldn't be a problem, but you always need to keep on top of that. So you're full of ethics and integrity when you're an expression 9. You want the best for others. You want to leave a legacy of health and wellness behind you. So your actions are fueled by your intuitive wisdom, ensuring your highest ethics and integrity at all times. So ensure you use this to make sure that you use your massive power with responsibility and for the good of other people. You're here to learn to be responsible to others in the team. You can be too responsible and do too much, definitely. And you can be a bit irresponsible if you feel undervalued or resentful. But your 9 talent energy, it very much wants to leave that legacy of health and wellness. And you always act with integrity and responsibility because all your actions and beliefs are filtered through that intuitive wisdom. However, the big problem here is you can overstep other people's boundaries a little bit, and, you know, be a bit of a fixer, and be too involved in others' lives to the point where they become dependent on you, and, you know, they filter everything they do through you, when really what you should be doing is raising them up so they can help themselves. So ensure that you're not making people dependent on you. Being that fixer and stepping in far too often. Also, you can hold on to a bit of a victim mentality at times, and the expression 9 can struggle to let go of things sometimes and hold on to grudges that really, really doesn't suit them. You're the energy of completion, so ensure that every day you're not holding on to anything, any anger or any perceived injustice, that you're not stopping that from allowing you to move forward or feel undervalued or resentful, because you don't want to get into that negative state. You're a master energy, and your expression 9 is very, very powerful. So it's very important that, you know, you channel that energy responsibly. And that means not allowing the victim mentality to take over. excuse me. So you're here to learn in the 11-2, like balancing those relationships to improve your social skills, focusing on widening, but most importantly, deepening your relationships. It's important that you deepen your relationships and connect one-to-one. You're a healer, you're a guide, you're a teacher, you're a messenger. And you know, you're good at connecting with others. You're very empathic, and that's what you're here to achieve. So this is the potential you're working towards being, rather than being good at it. Shouldn't have said you were good at it. You're working towards this. You have the potential, but this is what you're working towards. So your expression 9 talent is, I mean, the 9 energy is quite developed. So you've got a lot of ability here. The numbers are, the 9 is the sum of all the numbers, you know, and you're multi-skilled and you're socially charismatic. Your life is your teaching, and you speak so richly that others hang on your every word, follow you and listen to you. You're social, emotional, passionate, and you love to laugh, but you can sometimes be a bit distant to those that are close because you have a very global mentality and you look farther afield. So it can make you spread your compassion a bit too thinly, and then you don't have enough for those close, which is important for you. You must develop your relationships. So that's something that the expression number 9 might make things a bit more difficult there. It's connecting with others and being, you know, creating that rapport, that trust and that empathy, and holding together trusting relationships. So keep that in mind as something that you really need to guard against, and it's something that you may struggle with. To support your life path 11-2, use the skills you have in 9 to deepen those relationships and even broaden those relationships and not be so distant. I know you do spread yourself a little bit thin, so that's something else you need to deal with. So you must learn not to smother your loved ones or have expectations that can never be met. Or on the other side of the coin, the 11 can go the other way. Instead of smothering, they can like completely back away from love, totally. You know, it hurts too badly. If previous relationships have not gone right, I'm just going to run away and hide under a rock and not have any relationships at all. But you do need, you're here to balance that. And remember, you're here to manage relationships as well as bring those unique big ideas and messages. You're here to do a big job, but you did choose to do that. So the 9 expression, you know, you can be a bit of a smotherer. You know, you're a helper, you're a fixer. You can take over people's lives a little bit, fail to respect their path, make them a bit too dependent. You're seen as that wisdom-filled fixer, and others really look up to you. But it's important that you help them to help themselves and help them to have that feeling of independence, that they're actually making it happen, not you, and they don't have to lean on you. You also have a very, very global consciousness, which can disconnect you a little from those close, as I've said before, and you can hide your heart a little bit, and the 11-2 life path needs you not to do that. So that is going to be your difficulty. So support your life path 11-2 by remembering that we must all make our own mistakes in this life. The people that follow you, they're going to make their own mistakes. They must be allowed to do that. We're all evolving, right? So we're all here to evolve. You know, don't fix people, just love them, advise them, connect with them and support them. You know, you're a massive energy. You can do a lot for others. You're here to learn to be intuitive and sensitive to the needs of other people. So being of service for others, really knowing when they need your help and when they don't. You're here to be of service to others. The development of intuition will aid you in this. Well, the expression number 9, intuition, is your middle name, really, isn't it? You're extremely intuitive. You know, and you can use this to help this part of your life path. You know, your actions are very much filtered through your intuition in order to be of service to other people. And that's just what your life path 11-2 needs. Take care not to lose connection with your intuitive wisdom. I mean, you can be prone to do that. It's more life path 9s that do that. But, you know, the expression 9 do have similar weaknesses in the 9. They're just quite a lot better at expressing it than a life path 9. So take care not to lose your connection with your intuitive wisdom and then make decisions or justify your actions via worldly ideals or revenge, social victimhood, conventions or laws. You know, make sure everything you do is going through that intuition, and developing that intuition more and more will aid that 11-2 life path of yours. So that's really important for you to do. You're also here to learn to be a cooperative team player. In that 11 reduces down to a 2, which is that higher vibrational 2 energy. So that cooperative team player that gets the job done as part of that cohesive team. I mean, you're very emotional, very idealistic, so you can be a bit of a drama queen. This is what you struggle with in the 11-2 energy because of your emotions, and it all links into your management of your relationships. But you have the talent to support your life path 11-2 by being that a team player. The expression 9 energy is very much the team player and the leader. You have good social skills, you're empathic, and you pull your weight within the team too. You're not one of those leaders that just lets everyone else do the work. You can lead, but you also get involved. The team often may unofficially use you as the leader or unofficially see you as the leader because you've just got that innate energy of wisdom and guidance and strength about you. You are emotional and strong-minded though, and stubborn, and you can be a bit of a drama queen in the 9 energy. So if you struggle with that a little bit in your 11-2 life path, and it's an element of the energy in the expression 9 talent, this is maybe something to guard against too. Your emotional drama queen outbursts might be something for you to look at, or you might be managing that really well. But leave me a comment if you disagree with that. But that's very much an element of the life path 11-2, and the expression 9 could be a little bit of an enhancer here rather than a helper. So you must develop the assertiveness to demand your boundaries. You're here to serve other people, to guide them, to heal them, to bring them messages of healing and ideas that heal the world, and you can be, this service and this, you're very sensitive. So you are prone to being a bit overworked, sometimes walked all over. This is your weakness in the 11-2, taken advantage of. And you'd be a bit of a shapeshifter in time because you don't want to conflict with people, and you just want to please other people because you hate conflict, and you just want to keep the peace and please others. Conflict's not something that you find difficult in your life path 11-2. But when you use your expression 9 talent effectively, you're unlikely to be walked all over. You're the leader. You're quite powerful and assertive when you use your energy well. So you're assertive, you're willing to be truthful and blunt. You'll say no when you need to, which is perfect to assist your 11 path. You're a leader, you speak the truth, and that upsets other people at times, but you're a strong 9. It's not really your concern. You feel that if your truth is helping the world at large, you are that humanitarian, and if it's helping the world at large, if it upsets the individual, you're not so bothered about that. Remember, your consciousness is quite wide, and you're here to change the world, not just your mum, your nan, or your neighbourhood. So upsetting people is going to be part of the path, but ultimately you're here to do something good, something big, something innovative. So in the 9 energy, I say again, you must ensure that you don't step over. People won't step over your boundaries. You're far too strong for that. Where you have to be difficult is where you could step over others' boundaries and do too much for other people and meddle too much in their lives. You have all the assertiveness you need to keep a balance between giving and receiving, and that sensitivity if you're channeling from source. So it's important that you keep a good check on how much you're giving and how much you're receiving, and that it's all coming through your intuitive wisdom. So you're here to serve and lead the team, the task, and be dependable. So the team, the task, and everything about it is your baby. That's what you're here to develop towards. You need to develop towards always being the one that can be counted on to keep them cogs turning behind the scenes, leading the team to success, being the person that pulls the puppet strings from the back and makes the whole situation successful and does it well. What talent do you bring with you in the 9 expression energy? People naturally put you in a leadership position. So you're also a team worker as well. You're willing to muck in, to be dependable, to work hard for the team and keep them cogs turning. Use this energy to help you achieve this path so that you are dependable and you are there. You are there to get the task done, but also there for your relationships. It's balancing the 2, remember. So you're here to be the tactful mediator of the team, helping to resolve conflicts fairly and for the good of the team. Now, you find this difficult because you hate conflict and you're really, really sensitive to your environment. So you're insensitive to bad energy, to negative environments. Either people are in conflict or you're in an environment that isn't comfortable for you. That really affects you because you're a very high vibrational, sensitive life path, and it's often conflict is almost like needles and pins for you. You want to come away from it. But the nine energy is very, you can be emotional and strong and you can be a little bit overzealous at times, but your nine energy talent is very parental. You'd be the kind of person that would be able to bring each side of the argument together, sound everyone out, tell the right people where they're wrong, tell the people where they're right and where a compromise could be found, and demanding that solution. You are passionate and emotional, like I said, and this can make you a bit overly aggressive, but then you're sensitive as well. So you choose to really divert from conflict where you can, but you have that ability to mediate, to be that parent, to sit everyone down and bang their heads together and say, right, how are we going to sort this out? Because you just can't handle this conflict. You are definitely going to be the one to say, I'm not having it anymore. Can't handle the conflict in this environment. We're sorting it out and we're sorting it out now. That's very much your energy in the 9, and that will support your life path 11 beautifully. So you're here to plan the next steps as well. The 1 energy, the double 1 energy is about the initiation, and you're about that too, but it reduces to a 2, which is here about the planning the next steps after your initial idea, building a team to help progress your unique ideas. The energy of the 11-2 is the nurturer of their own ideas and a builder of teams. That's what you're here to do. What does your expression 9 energy bring? It makes you a nurturer of spiritual wisdom. You're a very spiritual person when you have talents in the 9 energy. You use your intuition. You have some worldly ideals as well, but you don't allow them to make you negative or judge in any way. You abide by the laws of the world, but you're really about the spiritual laws more than the worldly laws. You express ideas with charisma, which draws others towards you. So you can build a team quite easily because people will follow you. You've got that energy about you. Your life is your teaching and others will follow you. And you have the ability to influence other people and nurture ideas with people and help progress your own innovative, groundbreaking ideas from the idea all the way up to expression. So, excuse me, I've got such an itchy nose. Excuse me for constantly scratching my nose. Must be a lot of dust in here, or the new style insulation nowadays, it just makes the air really dry. Anyway, moving on. I'm trying not to scratch my nose again. Finally, I think this is my last point. The 11 really, the biggest nemesis in your 11 life path is your confidence. You're bringing unique ideas, and it only takes someone to go, what is that, you weirdo? Or, that's not going to work, for you to hide that idea back in its pot again. And you think, oh no, that's not good. My ideas are rubbish, and you judge yourself on what everyone else says and what others think about you. And you need to develop that internal compass and turn inward for validation. Turn inward, because that information as long as that information inwardly is coming from source, you've got to do what you think that you should do. You're the unique thinker here. That's what you're here to develop towards. And your 9 expression energy can help you. It's powerful. It's dominant. You have a strong inner compass because it's fueled by your intuitive wisdom. So you're already channeled from spirit, and this could be so useful to help you channel those new ideas. Use them same skills. This gives you a good, strong basis for making correct decisions that come from your intuition, and not decisions that might be based on revenge or worldly ideals that don't really suit. So your Master 11-2 life path needs you to fearlessly express those unique, groundbreaking ideals without the need of approval, because until you do that, your new message, your advanced leadership, your master talent or potential in your life path will not be you know, followed in this lifetime. But, you know, you're a Master Life Path 11, and you might find that, you know, you come towards achieving your life path later in life, and that's completely fine. The 11 is often a late bloomer, and it is a very, very, very powerful energy. So use the guidance in this video to help you step by step in parts to use the talent you have in the 9 expression energy to help you achieve your Master 11-2 life path. Is using your strengths to achieve your weaknesses. Now, I hope you found this video really useful today, the person that this video is for, and anyone else that is a Life Path 11 or Expression 9. Please like this video, and if you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel. Click that bell icon because I'm always uploading new stuff. You can email me at katie@soulexplorer.net, or my website is soulexplorer.net. I'm going to put links to my Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn and Twitter if you want to contact me through there. And I'm also going to put a link to my brand new Udemy course that I've done on Udemy. I'm going to put that link into my description box if you fancy learning how to be a numerology practitioner. And then over the next few weeks, maybe month or two, I will be uploading my new course, which is the Master Practitioner. So stay tuned for that one. But this is the practitioner level, which gives you a good grounding on a chart and all the numbers that contribute to your chart. So check that out. That'll be in the description box. As ever, guys, trust the soul within you. Only your intuition and your perceptions knows best. See you soon.